You're not gonna bully me into thinking that a man should be wearing a dress. Why would I care about little commentators calling me homophobic or self-hating black person? I'm not any of those things. I'm anti-stupid. And there's a lot of stupidity going on right now.
I honestly want you to be pregnant again just so I can see you debate.
When your home is in order, you have everything.
You feel safe.
Yeah, you stood on your business, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's when I lost respect for Jay-Z and gained more respect for Kanye.
What do your prayers look like with you and God?
Well, yeah, that is a very personal question.
If I got killed for speaking up for what I believe in, just know we're in heaven, we're celebrating.
As a Christian, it bothers me that I allow the school system to inform my perspectives, to not care about human beings.
That's so powerful.
Very powerful. Welcome back to Monarch Smart TV, everyone. And if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and put that notification bell on all. Why? Because we be dropping them bangers that you do not want to miss. And at the same time, go ahead and like up this video. Everybody that's watching this, like up the video. Don't hesitate, because we getting them bangers out to y'all. And I need y'all to like them video out so YouTube could send this out to more people. Go ahead, folks, like up the video. In today's video, we got beautiful Candace Owens speaking her mind. For the past couple of years, the media has turned on her, because I guess she was a liberal before, and I guess, you know, my man came in, you know what I'm talking about, and opened up her eyes, as well as he opened up a lot of people's eyes, as well as he opened up minds, because a lot of people didn't know about the media, or corrupt the media was, until my man came and started talking about them, put them on blast. A lot of folks didn't know how corrupt Congress is, the Senate, the feds, a lot of ish that's going on. We didn't know certain things until my man came along. So the whole entire media don't like him, Congress don't like him, the senators don't like him, and a whole bunch of brainwashed people don't like him. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But we got my beautiful sister, Candace Owens. She about to speak her mind. So I want y'all to check her out and see what she got to say.
Have you ever just like been so certain on a thing and then like a 180 and now you have to fight the people that had your viewpoints before?
Well, I mean, my story in politics is that I was a liberal and then I became a conservative. And I would say when I was a liberal, by the way, to be clear, I was never voting Democrat. That's one of the biggest lies that the media always publishes. Like, she was a Democrat, and then one day she realized she could make more money as a Republican, which is such a nonsense, given the fact that if I wanted to make money, I would have leaned into being a leftist.
Yeah.
The whole entire media loves the left.
Yeah.
I would have been on the cover of Vogue if I had said Black Lives Matter and here's why.
Yeah.
So I definitely did not take the easy route there.
That's
but
true.
You know, I think that would probably be the biggest example of really having to fight, was just the way in which the media attempted and still attempts, but I think a lot is the Black America's kind of waking up to it, to turn Black people against me, which was, I wouldn't say hard, I would say it was very frustrating to...
You hear that, right? But you know, that's what the media do. You feel me? The media have one agenda. If you going against the people them that they working for, they will flip the script on you and have the whole population go against you by coming up with rumors and fabricating lies and stuff of that nature to make everybody go against you. That's what the media do.
You realize that when people print things, people that read them just accept that it must therefore be true without actually even watching a clip in its context, without actually, and this still happens to this day, like people just want the information. A journalist has a lot of power. Candace said this, and it's something that I've never said, and they just believe it.
I was watching your hearing when you were, they used your words and they spun it and they made it seem like you were laughing at the mass shooter that wrote you in his letter. And I just want to take that moment right there. So paint me the picture of you being a young Black woman, being told what Black people are going through by many white people around them, and then they're taking your words, because you know everything's typed for the media, so they'll be able to quote it.
Facts.
They spin your words, they put it for you, and they say, swallow this, you said this. How do you not lose your mind and say disrespectful things? You lose your temper, you get into, no, you just sat there, and I could tell, you know what it looked like? It looked like you were angry, but you sinned not, which I really loved that point of view. You were able to just dismantle them without any disrespectful tone. How long does it take a person to get to that capability? And how did you feel in that moment?
You know, it's funny that you started talking about the analogy of war, because I would say that in moments like that, I am never more focused or more clear when I realize that I'm under attack, right? And I think that's a part of adrenaline, where adrenaline can be very clarifying. And I just saw red, and I recognized what it was, and I just pinpoint shot like a sniper. And I think that, yeah, it's the biggest part was just I was under attack and it wasn't fair. But I definitely didn't get to that point by any training. And I always tell people, wherever you want to go in life, make sure that you're leaning towards who you naturally are. And I have very much been this way since I was a kid. Like, my parents tell me stories all the time growing up that I was just kind of one of those precocious kids, and they would constantly have to like close the door and laugh because of what I was saying. Like, you just imagine like a 4-year-old reasoning with you, and, but you said this, and da-da-da-da. And so I think I've always been a person that pushes back against what I deem to be arbitrary authority. Like, I didn't like when my mom used to say growing up, do this because I said so. Like, that's something that I would instantly be pushing back at as a toddler, right? Because I'm just, what do you mean because you said so? That's not logical. I want an explanation. And I think that very much that is the media complex today. It's like, this is reality because I said so, which makes an enemy of me.
Yeah.
Facts. For sure.
And that's where they want you to be.
That's where they want you to be. Yeah. It's great to be apolitical, right?
Yeah, because you're not fighting against them.
Exactly. And so then your ideas are likely going to be seeded from the education system. You get into school, you're there 6 hours a day. What are they telling you? Well, if you're a Black American and you come out of school, or if you're a white American and you come out of school, you have a viewpoint about slavery, about the Republican Party being racist and backwards, that Democrats rescued Black people somehow, which is just so counter to what actual history is. It's almost stunning to think about that.
I thought Republicans did that.
Yeah, Republicans did, but
for real, folks, it was all a lie. And this is all set up by the Democratic Party to teach that in school, to make us believe that the Democrat Party is the one that for us, and the Republican Party is a party of slavery and such of that nature, when it's so far-fetched. It's the other way around. But the Democrat Party invested into tricking us and brainwashing us to believe that.
But in the school system, you take away this idea. If you want to wonder why Black people vote for droves and Democrats, it's because the textbooks make you think that LBJ, because he literally was the person who signed, the Civil Rights Act, but they don't contextualize that. They don't tell you that LBJ was an avowed racist. He was essentially forced to sign it because there were riots. He was angry about having to sign it and came up with a plan that he would, quote unquote, have those N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And
Facts. You feel me? Let me let she finish for a second.
that plan was welfarism, the Great Society Act. You don't learn that.
Facts. You don't learn that in school. You feel me? You do not learn that in school, ladies and gentlemen. After the Republican Party released the slave and free us up, the Democrat was mad. So they came up with another plan how to trick us and said, we gonna make these niggas vote Democrat for the next 200 years. That's when they came up with the welfare program. They came up with a bill to prison the young Black folks and come up with a welfare system to give to the ladies, and told them to get rid of the man, because we gonna give you Section 8. You don't have to depend on them no more, so they could go out in the street and sell drugs, because we took away the jobs. We arrest them, send them away, and the females have to depend on us. So the new generation that's coming up is dependent on them. Yo, it's a whole... Y'all need to do your research.
A Democrat signed the Civil Rights Bill and you got all of your rights. It's very, here are the villains, here are the heroes. So
they rewrote their story.
Yeah.
Facts.
Genius.
It is genius.
Facts. You hear all of that, folks? black folks, white folks, everybody, do your research. The Democrat Party is trying to trick us. They not for us. Right now, they brainwashing y'all. They giving y'all pennies so y'all could vote for them, and y'all not seeing that. When the Republican is giving you a bigger picture, a brighter future, but y'all not seeing that either. Y'all need to, it's so deep, ladies and gentlemen, and you have to study. Listen to everything. Everything I'm saying is facts. We got video clips on top of video clips. We did our research. We have so much people that knows the real deal.
Yes.
You got to respect the move, right? My mom used to always say, think like a snake, be pure as a dove. So you got to know how deep they'll take it. And what they do is they'll beat the living crap out of you mentally, physically, emotionally. And then they'll say, we were the ones that took care of you.
Right.
And you'll be like,
Exactly.
no. But if you say that many, many times in different variations, you'll somewhat be like, okay. It's kind of like when you're in a bad relationship. When some
Facts. Facts. You feel me? Even though you know it's a lie, if you keep telling the person that, even you yourself that preaching that lie start to believe. It's just like one of the worst songs you ever hear before, and you be like, man, that song ass. But just because the radio keep playing it every day, every minute, every second, you catch yourself singing that song now. You feel me?
somebody's like that you love will tell you the good things to confuse you, but his actions to everybody else will be like, bro, that guy doesn't love you.
Exactly.
So, okay, you said that you were going there because of your ecosystem, and I love watching your debates. I honestly want you to be pregnant again just so I can see you debate. I truly, because, like, dude, you're like, get over it. I have no time for this shit. And, bro, like, I would pause it and just die of laughter and send it to all of my friends. I go, she needs to consistently be pregnant. Because you're just very straight to the point. But I have to play devil's advocate. When you see a young lady with, blue hair and she has her signs and she's saying things that are just regurgitated from somebody else, do you not have empathy and see that you were that human being? That she's doing the same thing. She's standing at the front lines trying to defend what she feels needs defense, and you just shatter them where they stand.
No, that's exactly what they need. They need a parent, right? That's the problem. I was a liberal, but I was never that. Like, right? Think about what those students are doing. This is an event they are not forced to attend. It is a ticketed event that's being held by Turning Point USA that is meant so that conservatives can finally hear their perspectives on these liberal totalitarian campuses that are just basically applauding Marxist principles all the time. They rarely get to hear a conservative speak. So these people are choosing to buy tickets to attend an event that someone that they hate is speaking at, right? Then they get in line and they stand up so they can say that they're a victim, that they're even standing at this debate, that I'm even there. Like, talk about victimizing yourself. This is completely ridiculous. And what's happened in this scenario is that we now live in a society where people don't believe in parenting. Yep. This is a weird thing where people now you went from like put them in timeout, went from like you're gonna get a spanking, which is my generation, at least my household. I got my butt whooped.
Yeah, beat the brakes off your kids, bro.
Yes,
Beat the brakes. I told Belle, I said that. I go, listen. We ain't doing the American raising. My kids, I couldn't even get excited with my parents with a loud tone. If I was like, Mom, you wouldn't believe. She's like, who's?
What do you mean? I wasn't allowed to clap or snap.
Yeah, you feel me? All that timeout stuff is to prepare your kids to go to jail. Lock them up in the room. You feel me? Preparing them to, but if you spank them, let them know they don't want that. They don't want your kids to stop doing that. You feel me? They don't want you to control your kids. They want your kids to grow up unruly till when they become 18 and do some dumb ish. They send them right to jail.
It's an absurdity. There's nothing here that you victimized. You bought the ticket. You took that ticket, by the way, because my events are always sold out because conservatives are so desperate to hear people that represent their beliefs. You took that ticket and that seat away from somebody else so you could stand up here and say, what do you have to say about people that feel victimized by your presence?
Yeah.
It's like that is just so infuriating to me, and it tells me directly what kind of a parent you had, right? That you just can't mind your own business. And the reality is you're not victimized by my presence. You just need more attention, and you've been getting way too much attention for your every feeling. You look like a
Yeah, it's all parenting. All parenting, ladies and gentlemen. All parenting. But we got Candace We got Candace up here. She about to speak her mind. We got so much more. Wait till you hear what she about to say next.
Away from that, how did you resurface? Like, was it like a educational? Like, how did you in your environment get out, right? Because if your environment is all this type of situation, how do you guide somebody that's in your footsteps out of the ecosystem to educate themselves in the proper way?
Yeah, I started reading books, not the textbooks that were handed to me, not the assigned readings. It was just a moment that made me really curious. And it was, because I very much liked culture, I knew obviously that Donald Trump was very well loved in culture before he ever ran for president.
Facts.
It was sort of a symbol of success. If you listen to rap songs or music, even Beyonce and Jay-Z sipping poolside at Mar-a-Lago, he was the symbol of success in Black America.
Yes,
so it was
yes,
very
yes.
strange to me when he ran, and I wasn't going to vote for him. When he came on the escalator, and then suddenly the media was saying he was a racist and that he was going to put Black people back in chains. I mean, the rhetoric was insane. And so that just piqued my curiosity, where I was like, okay, if this was the truth, didn't you guys just give him a show for decades? This guy has been on TV. He's been in our face. Why are you just telling us now that these are his perspectives? Why did you ever platform him? So that was just too obvious of a switch up.
Facts, ladies and gentlemen. Here she breaking it down. That is too obvious. If you have common sense, any sensible person could have seen this. That it's obvious that the media was being paid for this one.
And I had, just being curious, watched him give a live speech in Dimondale, Michigan, where he was talking about Black America, and he was basically, the pitch was, look at your communities, look at the rates of whatever's going on in your communities. Why don't you just try something new? Take a chance on me, right? The Democrats obviously haven't done anything for you. Just take a chance on me.
Give me a chance.
And I remember watching it and thinking, all right, cool enough pitch. Like, I wasn't going to vote for him still, but I was like, that's a solid pitch.
Cool enough
just
pitch,
try something different.
Piques your curiosity.
Yeah, and then I watched the media report on that speech in real time. The way that they lied.
Wow.
He faked tears from like Black Don Lemon type people on TV.
Wow.
Wow. Yo, she sees the same exact thing that I seen. I think the same moment when my eyes open up is the same time her eyes open up. And you could bet it's the same time millions of folks' eyes open up and realize what the media was all about.
Looking at Black and people in the face, and he's saying, you're poor, your communities are this, like, he's a racist. And that moment just changed everything for me. I realized this is full on propaganda.
So that was your turning point, was you investigating in Donald Trump's ideas?
Yeah, that was the wake up moment for me that, the media really is just actually evil, really.
It's bought.
It's bought, it's paid for, these people are actors. Suddenly I was really able to recognize the performance of it all. The fake tears, oh my God, the rhetoric. And I was, honestly, it was very hard to go through. I always say that I suffered a bit after, because it was like having your whole world turned upside down.
Yes,
to realize you were
yes,
so wrong.
Yes.
You have to...
Yo, so facts, ladies and gentlemen. Because CNN was like my favorite channel. Like every day. I ain't even know Fox. I ain't even know Fox News existed. Dead ass. MSNBC and CNN was my favorite channel to catch the news. Until when they did this fake baloney stuff on Trump, I'm starting to like, yo, what's going on? Why they flipping on them like that? What's going on? Then I start doing my own research. That's when I found Fox.
Go through a death of an ego, right? Because what if you were like, I'm not talking to you because you're a racist and blah, 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 because you believe the media hype. But it kind of shattered my world as I knew it. And I decided to kind of quietly for a year just do some studying. And, I really dove into Thomas Sowell, which he made the economic arguments. He never was left or right per se, but he definitely is a free market capitalist, and he made very sound economic arguments of how could I ever accept anything the Democrats are doing. I just kind of went down a dark hole of reading so much Thomas Sowell, Shelby Steele, because I wanted to start with the Uncle Toms and the Coons, the people that I instantly thought were Uncle Toms and Coons, because they were Black and conservative. And joke's on me. Now that's the stuff that I get called.
Facts, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world. Same thing happening to me in where I'm at. Everybody where I'm at is Democrat. Everybody. You don't have nobody around here that's a Trump supporter. And when I speak, it's like 10 against 1. But the only thing is, I always prevail on top. Why? Because all 10 or 20 or 50 of them is saying the same exact thing. They don't have nothing else to say. And what's that thing? He's a racist. Nothing else they have to say. And I'm equipped. Donald Trump gave me a full equip. Mad shots to throw at them. Because he did so much. So I was always prevailing. The amount of things that he did for black communities, no other president never did before. So it doesn't matter what the media was saying, they could not brainwash me. One thing with me, I'm not a follower. I knows how to pick sense out of nonsense. So you're not gonna get me to follow the bullish. You're not gonna get me to jump off of a hill because you jumping off of a hill. No. Yo, I got so much more clips and videos for y'all to prove to y'all that this man is the best choice for y'all. He's not a racist and he loves y'all and he wants everybody to do good. I got them clips coming, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ladies from all over the world. If y'all like videos like this, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace and love. And we are up out of here.